Okay, let's try that again. My name is Cole Mahoney, and I am an IT professional, and today we are going through the Escape machine from Hack the Box. This is a medium rated Windows machine. Alright, so we have our port scan all done, whichever port scan of your choice. And we will see right here, this is a domain controller. Scroll up a little bit. Nothing really stands out as something that could be sort of an entryway into this machine. We do see MSSQL. That's helpful. LDAP. We do have an HTTP, but this is usually a generic one, and there's not a lot found on here a lot of the time on port 4985. I think that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do here is, went ahead and cleared some stuff out, but what we're going to do is we're going to use crackmap exec. And you do want to go ahead and add, let's go back up here. Go ahead and add these to your Etsy host file. And we will do SQL.htb user. We'll just try guest. So we don't have any credentials right now. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm also going to go ahead and get Bloodhound running as well. Go ahead and do that because I never set my password. Let's go ahead and look at shares if we can. So we have the generic shares, of course. We also have a public share over here that is not a generic share. We do have read permissions on it. I'm going to go ahead and do users as well. Sometimes I can't do anything with that. But what I'm looking for when I do that is going to be like something in the description, like, oh, well, generic password. Oh, this is so I don't forget my password, stuff like that. Especially on these Hack the Box machines. We'll go SMB client. SQL.htb. Public. Let's go ahead and open link. We'll let that run. What do we see here? I think that's a LSL? No, it's just LS. So we have a SQL Server Procedures.pdf. Let's go ahead and grab that. That needs to be in double quotes. We in Bloodhound? Okay, we're gonna need to change that password. Paste that. Let's go ahead and exit out of there. And let's just go ahead and click on this right here. So the first one is, since last year we've got quite a few incidents. It's just procedures. Accessing from domain joined machine. Accessing from non-domain joined machine. There's not really a lot in there, but this is where we're gonna make our money here. Let's go ahead and copy that. Paste. And it's just going to say for new hired and those that are still waiting for the users to be created and perms assigned, can sneak a peek at the database with user public user and password guest user can write one. And so we did have MSSQL running. So this could possibly be something that could help us see the database. Maybe there's something in there. So we'll go with Impacket. Let's do not Windows auth. SQL.htb. public user. We look at help. We can enumerate the databases. These are pretty generic, not too much in that can help us right now. Now this is not like a normal user, so I don't foresee us having the permissions. But we do have this right here, this XP Dirtree. And we can actually use this to relay hashes and then capture them with the responder. So we need to run it with sudo. Let's go ahead and let that run for a second. Are we in Bloodhound? Yep, we are in Bloodhound. Let's go ahead and let that run for a second. So we need to connect to our machine. So let's just use a whatever, you know, a fake share. Maybe we're trying to access test. Let's go ahead and do that. See if we can, and we have captured the hash, but it is been previously captured on my machine, so it's not going to show it. Hashes. Don't remember it's going to be right here. CD. Let's go ahead and do that. And we see this right here. Let's go ahead and grab this hash. Let's not grab that last little space, copy that. Kali, escape. Paste that, exit. And I think I already have this on my machine, so should just be able to run show. And that's going to be our password right there for the SQL service account. So let's go SQL_service. Go ahead and paste our password right there. We can go ahead and exit out of there. And I'm going to run nxc spray. Do it with SQL.htb. See where we authenticate to. Is my mic on? Yep. Okay. That's all I need to see right there. Go ahead and get out of there. Evil nrm I SQL.htb. Go ahead and grab this right here. So we can evil nrm in. We can go back to desktop. But as we will see for this user, the flag is not there. Let's go to home. You know, what kind of looks out of place here? Because we are still within, we'll just do this for good practice. But there's not really too much. If we go to something like net user, I'm just doing this to go through what I did on my first go through on this. So we would look at like the group, the local and global as well. But as I said before, like let's look for something out of the ordinary. So let's cd into SQL Server ls. And let's go to logs. Sometimes logs have good information. Okay, let's go ahead and cat this out. All right here. It's telling us a little bit about the machine. Registry. Starting up the database for master. These are just general logs right here. But if we come right here, we have this Ryan.Cooper. And we also have this right here, which could be a password. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save that. And sorry if this is a little bit, maybe not how you would solve it, but this is how I solved the machine earlier. And I did solve this for the first time completely blind, no hints, no nothing. Sometimes it's not about how you get there, but it's just that you got there in general. So what we're going to do now is we can exit out of this. Not much we need there. But let's go ahead and do this. I think we already have that. Yep, we do. Let's do Ryan.Cooper. And if we would have looked at the other users up here as well, which I did not do. Did it on my first attempt, but not on this. We would have seen the user Ryan Cooper. So that is kind of a good indication on these boxes. Okay, we probably need to aim for that user right there. And we see again, come on, get out of there. There we go. Again, we can authenticate using EvilWinRM. So let's go ahead and grab that password, paste that. Ryan.Cooper. Desktop. We have our user.txt flag right there. At this point in the box, I was kind of running out of things to try. So I'd already came over here, already added this. So we have the SQL service. There was no outbound object control on either. So I was like, okay, what's the deal here? If I go to like who am I priv, not much that's really helping us. Ryan.Cooper. Users. Not really too much. I also tried something like this. Let's go ahead and copy that. Like I said, finding the passwords in the descriptions. Sometimes very helpful, but right now we are going for this administrator right here. That is my goal right now. My goal is to escalate my privileges. So we're going to need to dig in a little bit deeper. We can try to use a tool called Certify, which I've used in the past. This is for enumerating and abusing Active Directory certificate services. And so let's go over here. Oh, good heavens. Let's put that back. Let's go ahead and leave that. So let's go ahead and... So we want to run certify find first. SQL.htb. And this is basically going to print out a bunch of... I think it prints out a JSON file. And we're going to get a little bit of a deeper dive into this. Let's see here. We're going to have to actually put the IP address. Forgot about that. Paste that. There we go. Open folder. Okay, there we go. Now we have our certify.json file. And at least for, I wouldn't say this is like an easy box. I don't even think this is the way you solve it, but it's the way I solved it. So we'll go find ESC. I think it's the first one. You know, these are some of the other ones. This is not a vulnerability by itself. It's mostly going to say that. If we go to the first one, though, ESC1, this is a pretty good one to go at right here. So let's go ahead and we need to go to the certify page. We need to go to the wiki page. And it's going to be this one right here, and it's going to give us everything that we need. So we need to go ahead and grab that right there. And we need to get the SID for the user that we want to overtake of the target user. So this is going to be the administrator. So we'll go administrator at, if I could spell, there we go. We'll go ahead and grab this right here. Go ahead and put that away. Paste that. We need administrator SQL.htb. Let's go ahead and look at the template that we need. Somewhere. Oh, we can go ahead and grab that. The CA. Copy. Let's go ahead and do that. .htb. Go ahead and grab that IP. Go ahead and do that. Paste. Ryan.Cooper. Oh, that template's got to be somewhere. Oh, there it is. User authentication. Let's go ahead and copy that. Now, that may not be right. I think I'm missing something. Let's go ahead and double check. Let's go ahead and do that. That should work. Need to change this. Let's go ahead and request the certificate. So we need a certificate for the target user, which is going to be the administrator. And then we need to do this. Authenticate with the certificate. The CIP. 28253. see if we did it right. There we go. We have a hash. Evil NRM. Administrator. Need to do capital H for hash. Copy and paste that. And we are in. There's our root.txt flag. Really fun box. Had a good time with this one. Good test of skill too. But alright guys, I am out of here. Until next time, I hope you guys are doing great in your cybersecurity journeys.